Welcome, Wales of Wall Street. Simon here. We're going straight through to XDC, guys. We're going straight into this one. Let's go. XDC, one of our favorite blockchains and projects, as you know full well by now. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so, and also please press the bell button next to subscribe so you get notified of all the awesome videos we throw your way. And do like this video if you find it informative, and leave comments below. Are you invested in XDC? What are your thoughts and feelings for XDC? Let us know in the comments. So the chart, onwards and upwards. Well, in this case, actually, we're going downwards. These purple lines indicate, as previous videos, I did actually put these in about a week or so ago, about some potential buy points when I started signaling the tail off. And the reason I put them in, I'll just reiterate for those that didn't watch my videos before, shame on you. We haven't really tested, and this is the Q coin, by the way, so the data only goes back this far, but we haven't really tested these areas many times. Forget the launch day, but we've only done this level twice, this level once or two, maybe 2 or 3-ish times, and these ones up here, a similar principle. So from a buying perspective, I wasn't supposed to be really trading XDC, but I started to in this one because the run was so much, and I thought I can't not do this. So my buy order was up here at 16, a very small percentage. I didn't actually do this middle one here in the end, but I waited for this one. So from a personal perspective, I've got nice return on that one in terms of buying back and accumulating even more XDC. And I do have a cheeky one down here. I was anticipating putting one up here just from this support line level, but I just do wonder if we're perhaps entering a little bear cycle, a big drop, and then so it's always worth putting some in lower regions as well. That's just not financial advice, just a personal opinion. But if it hits it, absolutely fantastic, because I sold up at 19 cents to buy back in 11. Everything's great if that happens. But I didn't want to be too greedy and have another one in there. So if it hits, it hits. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Absolutely brilliant. There's been some good profit taking on that for sure. So let's see how that plans out. But away from the strategy of buy-ins from my aspect, we're just going to go into this area here as well. So we already mentioned that this support line is quite critical. We tested it a couple of times. I'm hoping for XDC holders and the project in general, I'm going to be unselfish here and not worry about this area that I put buy-in orders. I hope we bounce off this and start tailing back upwards again, because I would love to see XDC hitting 20 cents as soon as possible and onwards, really. I mean, we hit 1952, which is absolutely fantastic. And considering, most Steve and I have been buying this maybe like 2 and 5 cents, so it's been an absolutely phenomenal ride to watch and be part of. And we truly believe in long run for this one. Really looking forward to the next run in like 24, 25 to see where we end up with that. But we're in a bearish movement, guys, and I'm not negative about that because I think it's healthy. I would like to have seen XDC have more of a steady growth pattern, but I think there's been quite a bit of good news in the last month or so for XinFin. So it's kind of expected that it did this kind of patterned rise rather than gradual. So we can't be angry about that. You've just got to anticipate. When you see lines like this, you can always anticipate maybe at least a 50%, potentially 50% correction in an opposite direction before we start moving up again. Some assets do that, some don't. Some go up gradually. You see a small tail off and it's almost unrecognizable until you zoom in. It's not really too much to worry about. In the grand scheme of things, it's not, if you zoom in, it's not actually moved too much. So it's very much in bearish because we crossed over on the MACD, so that kind of confirms that. And in the RSI, we're in a drop mode here. Now, if you did sell off at 19, absolutely brilliant, well done. Thank you. I should thank myself for doing that as well. But RSI point of view, over a 14-day period, say from the 20th of August, we might start seeing a bit of a drop down to that sort of 40 area. And that's why I did start thinking about this area here. So it'd be quite interesting to see if that happens. We're not righteous here. We're not going to do a video claiming we're the lords of charts because we got something right here. It's just an anticipation based on analysis and movement of the chart, and just comparisons to previous movements and other crypto assets doing similar things as well. So it's accumulation really of different thoughts and data analysis to come to that conclusion. On the technicals, we're very neutral, and in general, it's interesting. I think the candle is so big here and still telling off the bit of bottom here. It's not quite created the wick that I was hoping. So it looks like we might potentially have another day or two of this, as this blue line continues to drop a bit more and the red one levels off still. So it'd be interesting to see if how quick this crossover occurs, but I do anticipate a bit more of a tail off and then a correction and then a tail up again. And like I said just a minute ago, you've got to expect that when you have such a prolific rise. I mean, we're talking about like 10 cents here, but actually in the grand scheme of things, that's quite a massive movement percentage wise. Going back to the beginning of August, guys, 7 cents to hit 20 cents is brilliant. And we haven't even gone to the big runs yet in the next month or two, or whenever it will be at the end of the year. So it's really positive. But I'm just concluding that this line here may be critical, as is this one. So we'll see how it plays out over the next 48 hours. We'll do an update perhaps on Monday, as we see what happens over the weekend. If anything critical happens over the weekend, like I do with other videos, we will drop a quick video on an update for you. No problem whatsoever. That's what we're here for. So that kind of wraps that up, really, to be honest, people, because there's not huge amounts of updates or anything from XinFin. It's just more an update here on the corrections, potential buy opportunities, and also just a recommendation as to what we perceive to happen in the next few days and hopefully the next week or two as well. So it's all good, guys. This is healthy movements. We need corrections to get new lines of support and bounce back up. So don't panic. XDC, like I said, is very much long term for us personally. But there are obviously some great trade opportunities, not financial advice, but keep an eye out for that as well. We're trying to accommodate all different kinds of traders and opportunists and enthusiasts as well, on any of the projects. So hopefully we're doing a good job. Please do let us know in the comments if we're not. And if there's anything else that you want us to cover in these analysis charts. So we'll leave it there, guys. I hope you found this informative. Please do press that big thumb button and please do subscribe, as I mentioned, if you have not done so already. And we will see you in the next chart. Thank you for watching.